so it looks like everything looks good. Where am I going? Where am I going? There we go. That's where I want to go. Why can't I not see? Nice. Let's see. I guess I'll leave this up. It doesn't really show the other stuff information that good. Hey. Bad. That's not gonna work. It's too far away. What's up? No. Just getting everything started. I need to find something to put the mouse on. This is too big, but it will work. Let's go ahead and see how the placement looks like that. That looks pretty good for the phone. Okay, good. Let's close that out. I am super hungry, so my apologies. I've been getting everything ready. Hey, what's up, Adam? How you doing? Of course, a mouse pad, brother. I don't know why they go away, the chats, after a while. I gotta figure that out, why they go away. Let's eat some french fries, figure out why they go away, or why they're not going away, while we wait for some people to jump in here. And then we'll go about what we're gonna do for today. Okay. Hopefully the audio's good. Let's eat some french fries, figure out why they go away, why they're not going away, while we wait for some people to jump in here. And then we'll go about what we're going to do for today. How's your guys' Fridays going? You guys have any plans for the weekend? Sorry, what I'm just trying to do is figure out, there we go, and why the chat disappears. Sorry for you people who just joined me. Right now I'm just trying to figure out why the chat box goes away. Let's see, what are we going to change this to? Let's see, show, yep. I don't know why the chats just go away. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Here we go. I think I got this fixed now. Live count, YouTube chat. I'll eventually get all this stuff working. But I got the keyboard, mouse, got the second camera working, got the angles all working. Oh, the YouTube chat is still showing up as nothing. Why is it doing that? Sorry, I can't even see your guys' chat right now, so my apologies. Trying to get that fixed, hopefully. Oh, that's way too big, but it doesn't show any chat. Why not? Why not? It was working just a second ago. Let's try this. Alright, we'll get here. Well, there we go. There, it's showing up finally. Now we'll just stay. Now, is that big enough for you guys to read, or does it need to be... Let's make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Throw that down here or something like that. Okay, let's see. I think everything is pretty much good. So as well, I do have the live subscriber thing on, so that should work for anybody who's public that subscribes during the show. It will show up. Should show up, I think, right up there, right next to my logo. So if anybody is subscribed, that is public. If you unsubscribe and subscribe again, should make a little sound. Hopefully it'll be a little more interesting for that section. Okay, perfect. So let's do this. No problem, Infamous. No problem, brother. Now I can actually see the chats. There we go. There we go. Now we'll get the ball rolling, eat some more fries. And we'll get the ball rolling down here. Did you guys have a good work week? Was your Friday good? Hold on. So you unsubbed. Yeah, I see the unsub. And then now, hold on. We should, hopefully. No. Hold on one sec. It was just working. I like it too. I'm gonna change it up. All the different alerts every once in a while. Yeah, see, that one worked. What are you putting stuff in storage? Are you moving? So there we go. It worked for me. Were you able to see that in regards to the subscriber? Well, regardless, I'll figure that out. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see the alerts. Maybe there's something that's disabling it. Unlimited alert moderation delay. This applies to alerts. Okay, no. So it should all go through. Alert parries. Yeah. Here, I'll do it one more time. I'll send the test through. Should be up in the top there, like a little alien dude. Make him a little bigger too. Let's throw him over by the chat so he's running. Let's put him right underneath the chat there. Let's put him there. So I'm gonna send him one more time. At least the chat's staying up on the screen now too as well, so that's solid. Things are improving. Things will eventually get better. There he is. Did you guys see that? Lazy day. Oh, perfect. Perfect. So we're also going to be doing a live giveaway. I guess we'll go about that first. We won't do the giveaway yet. We'll just talk about it, and then we'll do it at the end. We'll wait for a couple more people to hop in. I'll finish my fries, get a drink of water. But for the people that are in it, the actual items right now are right here on the table. So one person will get these straps and the actual tool set, or the tool, or not tool, but screw holder, and then somebody will get a frame. I believe this is a 2.5 3-inch frame. Don't quote me on that for sure. I do not know. But like I said, we'll wait a little bit longer, get a couple more people in here. And we will do a live giveaway, like I said, at the end for those items. We'll just choose a number. The first person who types that number in that I select in my head, we will go with. I'm just happy to have the keyboard and mouse, which makes it super easy. I don't have to actually lean over, which makes it so much nicer. Anybody got any plans this weekend? Adam, I know you're working. Share in the builders group too. Forgot about that. Hey TJ, how you doing? Lots of calculus. How's the plane coming, Adam? Were you able to get that finished? So TJ, I don't know if you were here. We are going to do a live giveaway as well at the end of the stream. The 3 items in front of me are going to be given away. One person will get the screw holder and the 2 straps from RJX Hobby, which are leather, and then one person will get the 2.5 3-inch frame. So it doesn't come with any posts or any hardware. I'm just giving it away to you guys, so hopefully one of you guys will use it. I won't use it, so hopefully one of you guys, whoever wants it, will choose one of the lucky numbers and gets it. Lots of calculus. Fun, fun, fun. I almost done with the fries, guys. Sorry. Been getting everything else set up. Busy all week, man. Oh, darn it. Yeah, we gotta start that long range project. Hopefully maybe next week or the week after if you got some time. We'll get out one weekend and get out to the mountains. So I'm not sure. Do you want to go north or do you possibly want to go south? Or, I mean, realistically, we can go any direction. Yeah, it should be a nice little small ripper. I think the frame is 2.5 millimeters. I wish I had a gauge to be able to tell you, but I want to say it's 2.5. It's definitely, I mean, it might be 3, but it is rather skinny. But here's the frame. Like I said, it's 2.5 3-inch. I think the design, actually, the purpose for it is actually for dual motors, because it has these additional holes out here, which usually then you can put some sort of adapter and attach a secondary motor on the bottom. So I don't know if that was the purpose of this design of the frame. I do not even know what frame this is at all. If somebody can let me know in the comments what frame this is, that'd be awesome. Long range is fun. A lot of fun, DJ. You gotta be careful. Oh, nice, man. Your brother's getting married. Congrats. Long range is awesome, but it is very, very, you can get yourself in some situations really quick, so be careful if you get into it. I got 4 people in here, not bad. I'll leave these items out in the front too as well. Like I said, at the end of it, what we'll do is we'll just choose a lucky number. Oh, the GoPro giveaway is still going on, brother. That's all the stuff right out here that you see. Let me see. You pretty sure you can see it, Infamous. That's all that stuff right there on the right side. Well, yeah, my right, your left. That's all the stuff right there on the giveaway in regards to it. And let me do this now. Let me go ahead and let me put the link in the video description. Give me 1 second. And then you guys can go ahead and start filling out that information and we'll talk about it. Well, hold on. First, let me talk about it real quick and I'll post it in there. And like I said, it's a free giveaway, so technically you don't even need to be subscribed to me. So after you're done entering it, if you win and you want to unsubscribe, by all means, go ahead. I would love for you guys to stay because I definitely am tuning up the content, getting a lot of stuff in the future going on. So I'd love for you guys to stay, but like I said, it is a free entry. So what I mean by that is when you get to the form, this thing isn't working either. Come on. No, my mouse just stopped working altogether. Okay, it might be dead. Come on. Battery always dies on me. Yeah, no, I know it's not. This battery always dies on me. Ah, and it is dead. But like I said, with the link, once you guys get the link, it will be in the video description. One of the first questions asks you just to enter your email address and as well list the prizes in order 1 through 8 on which one you would like to win. 1 second, let me go get the batteries. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Let's go ahead. Is the stream good? Video's good? Audio's good? You guys can see both angles, right? Yeah, okay, everything still looks good. Let's go ahead and throw this. Perfect. There we go. So I just put it in the chat. If you guys want to go ahead and hit it up. Like I said, the first question, what it's going to ask you is to enter your email address as well as list the prizes in order for which you'd like to win from 1 through 8. So all the prizes will be listed. Just make sure you fill out all that information, and that's the first one that you fill out, and that's the only mandatory one. So you don't need to fill out any other one. You don't need to subscribe. You don't need to do any Instagram. You don't need to do any YouTube watching. If you would like to, you're more than welcome to. It'll give you more entries into the winnings of these objects or the items. So the link is right there. Let me make sure it's actually in the video description. Nope, it is not. Give me 1 second. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So let's go ahead and get everything started. Like I said, the link's there. The link's also as well in the description of the video now. So if you find it in the chat or if you find it there, you should be good. Just fill out the first question and that is it. If you would like to do the other items, you can do the other items to earn extra points or extra entries into the prizes, which all the prizes are listed in that giveaway form and all that information. All the rules, all the terms and conditions are in there. All right, perfect. So now that that's good to go, you guys should be good there. You can enter all of your information, take care of that. And now on to what I'm doing tonight. So what I'm going to be messing with tonight, I'll be messing around with some battery testing for some Cinewoop batteries. And what I'll be doing is I'll be using the FD200 to discharge it. Thinking around about 5 to 6 amps, which if I equated it correctly, should get about 3 to 5 minutes per discharge on the battery. So it should give us a pretty good median to see the difference between the batteries, as well as how much they're discharged and how much I can charge them back up. While I am doing that, you guys will be able to monitor that on the camera. I'll have it be going on the Bluetooth app down here for you guys, so you can see it actually discharging. And then in between that, I'll be working on the BetaFPV upgrade for the motors. So I will talk a little bit more about that, what motors I'm switching to, what I'm going to, or why I chose those motors, and we'll be slapping those on in between the battery testing. And like I said, we'll be discharging and charging them, and I'll take note of them. So I'll go over the different batteries I have first for you guys, which you should be able to see pretty good right there. There we go, perfect. Let's move that. Let's move the dischargers. Now you got a nice center front shot so you can see the actual batteries. So we got the 650 R-Line 4S. That is just standard voltage. We have GMBs, 650. These are the high volts GMBs. Let's move that this way. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Then we're going to move down to the 450 series, which I got 3 CNHL. These are the 450. All the information will be listed as well, which I can copy it in the chat real quick for the different batteries that will be tested during this. And they'll all be listed. Like I said, I'm going to take note of all the different capacities, so then you guys will know kind of which batteries you, or not which batteries. Like I said, this is not scientific whatsoever. This is just for fun. Nobody take it as scientific. Like I'm telling you, this is the battery that you need to get. That part is more just for fun. I do like a couple major brands of batteries, but I just got a couple different series or a couple different manufacturers to just give it a test out and mess around and have some fun. So don't really take this as anything scientific. If you take something from it, great. Hopefully, you can choose what battery that you want to go with. Let me go ahead and dump these batteries in here as well so you guys can see all of them. There you go. So there's all the batteries as well. Oops. Luckily that's the discharger. There you go. So you guys can see all the batteries as well. Let's get back to it. So then we got the high voltage Apex batteries. Got a couple of tests, and these were all just charged today as well. Just charged a couple of hours ago as well. Then we got just the regular voltage for the Apex batteries. And then we got the full send batteries as well. So they all vary a little bit in C range. We got the 450s and the 650s. I'm going to be ordering more 650s because the motors I'm going to be going with will be pulling a little more amps. So the 450s won't give me the same flight time as they used to with the 1106 motors. So super excited about that. Let's go ahead, and what we'll do is we'll go ahead and start one of the first batteries. And I need to notate this down on a notepad real quick. And we'll start with the full send to kind of see how it performs. So let's go ahead and go here. And just make sure I got the information. And this is going to be the discharge. Small keyboard's different. Okay, full send discharge. And then what do you guys think? Do you think 5 amps, 6 amps is okay? I don't want them to fall on their face. I want them to at least be able to discharge to see a difference between them at least. And I was thinking 4 to 5 amps or even 6 amps may be good. I would say 6 amps maybe for the bigger batteries so it's not super short. And I was thinking actually, like I said, 4 to 5 for the 450s. What are your guys' thoughts on that? You think that's a good enough discharge rate? You want to see more? You want to see less? Like I said, I am going to recharge them. So we probably will have time to do one fast discharge at like 15 amps or 10 amps. It wants access to your YouTube account. It shouldn't want. Give me 1 second, brother. Oh, it might want access to your YouTube account to verify that you are watching the subscription, sir. So like I said, you don't need to do anything past 1 if you don't want. The other ones is just going to be verifications that you watched the video and that you are subscribed and such like that. Exactly. So it's literally just an access to actually do the reading of what videos you watched in regards to this content and this content only. It doesn't track any other information. That is strictly with Social Man, the company that the giveaway is through. So nothing I see that is information that is strictly with them to track what you watch. And like I said, you don't need to do that if you'd like. You can just do the first entry. So let's go ahead. Anybody who just joined, the giveaway link is in the description as well. Let's go ahead and get one of the first batteries. I think we're going to go with the full sends first. And then we're going to move to the standard voltage, and then we'll go to the high voltage after. So we'll do the 2 apexes. We'll do the high voltage apexes. Or sorry, we'll do the CNHLs, high voltage apexes, and then we'll move on to the 650s. So it should go pretty quick, like I said. Run these about 4 or 5 minutes each, back and forth in between swapping motors out. So watching them earlier and subbed earlier, like at 2 p.m. Correct. Once you click the button and it verifies that you're subbed, Infamous, it will give you that credit. So if it doesn't, please let me know. I'll take a look at it and make sure that it is fixed, and I'll pull down the giveaway, and then I'll resubmit it if something's wrong with it. So please let me know if it's giving you an issue with that, brother. But just because you watched them earlier, I'm not sure if it's going to register since the giveaway wasn't live at that time. I am not sure how that really works in that instance. Let's go ahead and start the discharge. Where is the cable? Like I said, I'll set up my phone right here, and you guys will be able to see all of it. So you can see the discharge rate, write down that information, and we'll move on. I'll be right back. Let me go set this up outside because it is rather loud. Alright, perfect. Let's go ahead and get this set up here. Let's get this first one discharged, and then let's go ahead and start the motor teardown. Tear them out first. Let's go ahead. Like I said, let's do a 5 amp discharge, and we are going to bring it down to 3.5 volts per cell and 4S. So let's go ahead and get this focused, and then we'll go ahead and start the test. In 1 second. Make sure it looks good. I don't know if you can really read the... Hold on, let me turn the night mode. Give me 1 second, let me turn the backlight so it doesn't turn off. And of course, I didn't charge my phone for this. Golly, it's always something. Can you give me a phone charger, babe? Or cable? Babe? Hey, you give me a cable? Okay, there we go. Light and auto. Okay. Give me 1 second. I just gotta turn off low power mode. Get the cable, and then we'll be back in action. So my apologies. There we go. Brightness, auto off. Never. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Anybody just joined us? Like I said, the giveaway information or URL is in the description. You only need to fill out the first box. Hopefully, Infamous, that worked out for you and everything in regards to that. If you had any issues, just let me know, brother. I'll make sure it's taken care of. All the giveaway information, the prizes, all that should be in there. I went over it multiple times. I'm hoping everything works out and everything is good with that. Alright, sorry, I'm just waiting on a cable. Give me 1 second. I don't have any cables out here. So while I'm waiting on a cable, what I'll talk about is the motors I went with. So there's a lot of micro-sized motors out there, and the motors that I chose to go with was the 1206. So the two that I was in between for the motor sizes before I chose the 1206 was the 1404s and the 1206s. The reason why I ended up going with the 1206s over the 1404s is there's really not that much difference in weight from the 1206s to 1404, and you get more motor stator volume in regards to, all right, perfect, Infamous. I'm glad that worked out for you, brother. and you get more motor stator volume with the 1206s. So you actually get a little bit more. I believe it was like 650 or 670 for the motor stator volume. Yeah, no, I should have charged it earlier. I just been running around trying to get everything set up. I got the Ethernet plugged in. Yeah, that's fine. That works. Thank you. That should be plenty now. Okay, there we go. Now the problem is how will it sit in the actual holder with that? I don't know. It's interesting. And this app doesn't turn sideways either, so I don't even know if that's going to work now. Nope, it definitely will not work. So, give me a second. I got to readjust this so you guys will be able to see this. Give me 1 minute.
Put it through it.
What's up?
Put it through on the bottom.
Won't work. I have to do something like this. Huh? Let's see if we can bring it right over top of it. Bring it right in there. Golly, I'm a mess.
Yes, you are.
I don't know if you guys can see that information. Let's see. Why has it got that orange? Yeah, that's that night mode, isn't it? That's why night mode off. There we go. Sorry about that. That's what it was. It was the night mode that was making it look weird. Hopefully that looks better now. Are you able to see any of the information in regards to the discharging? I'll leave it there so I'm not moving it anymore. Sorry about that. Alright, but the 1206 motors was the motors I chose to go with. The reason why, like I said, was because of the... And of course now it won't start. Now watch it shut off on me probably. It did. Shut off on me 1 second. Golly. No. So I chose to go with the 1206 motors. The reason why was because bigger motor stator volume, it should handle the bigger props or the 3-inch props. The 6 blades or 5 blades much better. And make sure it is 4S. And then we're going to bring it all the way down to 350. There we go. No, the app's good, brother. It shut off on me. The actual unit times out. The app is fine. I don't know if you can actually see. It doesn't look like you can see anything really with that. No, the screen is really... I don't know if you can see that information at all. It might be too bright. Well, we'll write down all the information. Like I said, I'll post it later in regards to it. That was more of just something on the side while I'm upgrading the motors. How's everyone's Friday going? What does everybody want in the giveaway? What are you looking to win? And so this is just a huge giveaway for the FPV community. Just giving back. Thank you guys for all subscribing. Anybody who has subscribed, I truly appreciate it. If you guys could win, what would be your choice? So these motors look extremely nice. So let's see, where was the old motor at? Those. There's all of the extra bolts and screws I need. Nobody wants to put what they would want to win in there? Nobody wants to win anything at all? Done. Those are all on the side there. Let's go ahead and dig into this bad boy. Here's the motors that I'll be upgrading to. So let me see, I should have the other one. somewhere. Bring this crossfire first so I don't break or hurt the antenna. So you gotta be really careful to pull the antenna out. What they do is they glued it in between the actual frame, but it comes out pretty easily. The GoPro, yeah, the GoPro is nice. What are you working on your Hummingbird? What are you doing? Here is the two different motors side by side, so you can see the difference. Let's see. So that thing is still going. Drop down to 3.5 amps right now. Come on. There we go. There are the two different motor sizes. So it is a pretty significant, and it's only a 12. It's 1106, and I'm going to a 1206. Alright, perfect. Yeah, so it is only discharging at 3.5 amps. I guess I only put it at 3.5 amps. Okay, so we're going to leave that one at 3.5 amps. And then we'll start all the other full sends and all the other batteries back at 5 volts. So my apology, or 5 amps. Yeah, it's ready dropping down to 2.4. Why is it dropping down? Oh man, it changed on me. I touched something. Okay, this battery test is just totally screwed for that one. Alright, let's go ahead and start. We're going to get these motors taken off. These ones are just simple 3-pin connectors right to the board. I forgot the name of the connectors to see if the package has them. Some sort of JS something connector. And just a nice little 3-pin connector right to the board, so it should be super, super simple. I hear you, TJ. Well, I wish you luck, brother. So you guys should check back every once in a while. I will add new videos, as well as some other entry items for like Instagram tags as well, so you guys can get other entry items if you want. And anybody can enter it, so as long as you got an email address, pretty much anybody can enter it. Like I said, it is free. So let's actually get this SMO off the front of here too, because we don't need the SMO on there. And I will be getting some footage on the SMO here shortly. Oh, that is a 1.5. Oh. Right, yeah, this thing is supposed to be. You guys saw me do that. Never had that problem before. That's weird. That part is weird. It's like it's not even changing the amount of amperage I was draining. But this tool is very, very nice. I do use it. It is great for if you have batteries when you come home from the field, if you crash or anything, because then you don't have to slowly discharge your batteries. You can quickly discharge them. I know it is like $70, I want to say, or $68. So it is a little expensive, but it is very, very nice to have. Let's go ahead and rip these motors out, and we'll be moving on. I'm hoping these 1206 just kind of create some more stability in the actual craft. I'm not really trying to increase flight time or anything. The main thing I'm worried about is just actual stability of the craft and how it handles. So right now it does fly like a pig. Most Cinewhoops do fly a little heavier. I mean, as well, you're trying to go as light as possible. In regards to this one, it's as light as possible. I think it's 180 grams with the SMO camera. So it is extremely, extremely light. This one's doing pretty good. So this one's pulling 2.5 amps. It's been discharging for 6 minutes. Pulled 4.4 watt hours off this battery. So we're at 3.68 a cell. So yeah, I gotta smash it more than 2.5 or 3. I don't know why this battery is acting like this. I've never really had an issue with this app until today. Of course. SMO is nice.
I haven't really played with it enough in regards to changing any of the settings to actually see what the quality of the footage is. First off, one thing I've noticed is it seems to be really grainy, which is weird because it's supposed to be the actual image sensor as the 1R. So it's supposed to have the same image sensor as the 1R. You would think the actual quality is very similar, but I noticed it really didn't seem much like it. But I said I gotta mess with some of the settings more, and maybe my exposure is too high, or I don't have the right shutter speed, whatever it may be. Just really tuning in those settings. But I do like it. In regards to smoothness, this software does an excellent job because there is a lot of jello. If I were to go again, or if I was to relive that day, I would not buy the Beta 95X. I think I bought it more for because it was just a whole package, and I was really just looking for something to add to my arsenal in that sense. I did put an ND filter on it. So it's got a little black ND filter on there. But it was still pretty good. So I was very impressed though with the software. I mean, it does a really good job, just like Real Steady. So, alright, perfect. So that's there. Good. And these motor wires are extremely small. Yeah, that one's almost done. This is at 3.5 volts. 8 minutes, 5.5 watt hours. It's not bad. Those packs are rated at 6.6 watt hours. And it's 5.6 now. So it's not too bad. Well, let's see. I bought extra cables to switch out the actual pins with, and I don't know if I'm going to use these cables or if I'm just going to cut the BetaFPV motors just because they have longer cables or thicker cables. Yeah, I'm going to end up cutting all the betas because I won't end up using these at all. Alright, 3.5. So that took out 5.6 watt hours off that battery. Let's go ahead and start the next one real quick, and then we'll get into ripping these motors apart, and then we'll start getting to the soldering. Let's get this next one started. And this one I'll do at a lot faster rate than that. Nope. And then what I'll end up doing is giving it probably about a 15-minute break, and then I will the battery that discharge, I'll give it about a 15-20 minute break, and then I'll recharge it. And like I said, I'll post all this information in the description as well. So let's go ahead and we'll start this one. 3.5 discharge at 5 amps, 4S. Okay, I did 5 amps, so let's see what it does. I don't know if it's going to listen to me or not. Yeah, so I'm not going to end up using these cables. They do have the actual adapters, but the wire is too small. 2.9. Let's see if it will go up past that. 3.8. Okay, good. So it does look like it is going up more now to 5. There we go. So this one will be a lot quicker. Alright. Let's get to these actual motors. What we're going to do is we're going to end up stripping these. And I'm going to use the wires, or the actual adapters, and just solder directly to the wires. So, be super simple, and then I'll just be a plug and play for my Mamba motors. So I'm only going to take probably about an inch and a half of these motors. And then I've got 1106 motors. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just give those away to somebody who wants them, because I will not use them. If somebody's got a small craft and wants some 1106 motors, they are the 1106 3800 kV. Somebody messages me on YouTube or on Facebook, I will find a way to get them to you. Oops, I hit the chat. It's quiet. I gotta start putting on some music. Too much light and it bumped up the ISO to compensate and made your video grainy. Possibly, I'm not really sure. I think, like I said, I think it's really just my settings. The only thing that stinks about the only other thing that stinks about the SMO camera is to mess with any of the settings. The same thing as a naked GoPro. You have to turn it on, or you have to plug the battery in, is what I mean. Of course, you have to turn anything on to actually use it. So now it dropped off again to 3.5. This thing is just acting really weird. Yeah, it changes. I've never seen it do that. Yeah, it won't even let you like raise it from that point. That's weird. I just updated this yesterday too, so it must be. It's very, very strange. Drops it down into like different categories once it reaches a certain. I wonder if I jump this all the way down to 3 volts. Will it allow me to discharge it quicker? Let's see. It doesn't look like it. Oh, there we go, 3.7. No, but it's down to 0.5 again. It's extremely strange how it's adjusting itself. No, now it's 4.7 volts. So it is going back up voltage, 5.7. It's very strange how it's doing that at that. Once I put it at that 3.5, I wonder if it's going to cut back again. 4.7, let's see. Looks like it is, yep, 4.2. So it must be something that they've done in the charger. Once it gets down closer to the voltage, it will actually lower it. It never used to do that. I wonder if you can actually change the way that it discharges, because it used to discharge really, really quick. Kind of just want to slam it at like 10 amps now, kind of see it. Just say screw it on the next couple of batteries and send it at 10 amps. No, it's not sagging. It's at 3.73 right now. I mean, it was going down to like 4 volts. So it was doing pretty good under load. So I'm not really sure exactly why it was doing that. I think it might be the app may have changed how it actually does like the discharge curve or something. Because it locks it out. It changes the discharge. And it used to discharge pretty fast. Let's see, now it's going up. Yeah, now it's just acting weird. Now it's going up. I don't know. We'll just do 10 amps and just see what it does. Screw it. We'll just do 10 amps on all of them. I mean, because now, see, now it's stepping back up to 10 amps. It's extremely strange. What do you think about the back grinder frame? I haven't looked at it, the whole frame over, so I would have to actually get my hands on it. Dead battery, too, just went to my room to charge. Yeah, I don't know. Well, now it's at 7 amps right now, and it's at 3.62. So even it's holding at 7 amps, and so just let it go. It's at 4.1 watt hours. That one's going pretty good. Let's go ahead and get these motors. All these actual connectors are cut. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to mount up the motors, so then I know how far I need, and then I will base every other motor off of that one. It's nice. These motors, these Mamba motors, what they did was they actually put. And I imagine it's just because it's these smaller motors and the motors are so close to the actual frame, or the motor mounts are so close to the actual windings, they put a little plastic blocker in between them. Yeah, it's holding good. It's almost 3.53, so it's going to be stopping soon. But they put a little plastic blocker in between them to prevent your motor screws from going into your windings. So it is rather nice, and I think it's like that more of the sense that they're just small 1206 motors, and the windings are literally right next to the motors are right next to the actual windings. So like I said, what I'm doing right now is I am just mocking this one up. I'm going to cut the wires for this one, and then I'll know exactly how far. And then end up changing these actual wires too, or changing the bolts for this. There we go. So that's 5.7 watt hours. I think the other one pulled 5.6, so they're rather close. And they're pulled at different amperages. Let's do the apex next. We're going to do the regular voltage apexes. There we go. Like I said, we're just going to throw them at 10 amps now, because this is doing something really weird. So I'd rather just hit it hard and then see how it maintains throughout the throughout the battery cycle for whatever the cycle it's doing for the discharge. I'm really not sure. But I'd rather know right off the bat, hit it hard if it's going to be able to maintain, because these are, I think all these are like 85C. Some of these are 70C. The Tattoo's a 95C for the 650. So let's do this is the regular 450 Apex. Alright, let's go ahead and throw this bad boy on there. Stop that. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and start this one up. Get back to the motors. Oh man, if I can only remember to turn it on. What is your guys' favorite candy bar? No problem, TJ. Anytime, brother. Like I said, this time we're just going to go full blast, bump it up to 10, and see what the battery does. So these ones are rated at, I think the same, yeah, 6.6 watt hours. Okay, perfect. Now we can unscrew this. Let's see, 6 amps. It's at 405, 7 amps, 402, 7.1, 3.93. So now it is sagging a little bit. Well, not a little bit, a lot. 3.96. See, it looks like it cut it off at 7 amps. Is what it's doing for the max discharge. 3.92. It looks like 7 amps is the max discharge, which is pretty good. We'll leave it at 7 amps from there, and we'll see. Let's get all these motors cut the same. Bring all these motors together. So many people we got in the stream. I haven't even checked that. 4. Hopefully anybody who hasn't heard already, who's just joining, there is the giveaway link in the description below. All you have to do is fill out the first item, which is just answering the information and filling out your email. That is all you need to do. What watts is it discharging at? It says 109 watts right now. So it's supposed to be able to do up to 200 watts. Or it does do up to 200 watts, sorry. Not supposed to. It does do up to 200 watts. Gosh, so much extra motor wire. These motors, for being a 1206 frame, or a 1206 motor, come with some extremely long wires. There we go. So that's 7 amps still, 3.9 volts. So this one's holding really good. Can you see it? Any of the information, Adam, on the screen? Or is it still like blurry? Or is, let me see if I can move it closer. No, let me get in the other one. There we go. No, you can only really see the amperage. It doesn't really show any of the screen. Yeah, you can't really see anything in that, so I don't even know if that's really worth it. This stupid stand. Stands are awesome, but they're a pain in the butt. Yeah, see, you can't even see really the... I'm gonna make that bigger. Yeah, it does horrible. I don't know why it looks so bad. Let me try cleaning it off. No, it's got to be something with the LCD screen or brightness. I don't know if turning it down may be better actually. Not that far. Nope. What's the resolution on the screen for that one? It's supposed to be 1080. Yeah, see, I just even changed it to 1080, so darn it. Well, I'll leave it right there. Oh, and I froze it. Okay, that one took 5.8 watt hours. All right, so it took a little bit more. All right, let's go ahead and put on the next one. Here we go. So this next one up, that's 4 down, and we're getting these motors on here shortly. Not much more to do really tonight. Probably get some Cinewhoop footage maybe out Monday or Tuesday for you guys. Like I said, stay tuned in regards to the giveaway link. There will be other options for more choices to win or more chances to enter. There we go. So we'll just throw it down there for the amps, I guess. It doesn't even really matter. Alright, perfect. That one started. Make sure. Okay. Those extra motor wires. Boy, I don't need those. Came with like literally 7 inches of motor wires. Super, super long motor wires. For no reason. Well, I mean, for a reason, for somebody who has a longer frame than what I do. Because I do not have the frame to accommodate them. That one's up to 5.6 amps, and it is down to 3.96. So yeah, it seems like right at that 7 amp is really a good number actually. Perfect. Let's go ahead. Start stripping these wires. We'll go ahead and get the helping hand out, and we will start soldering away. Well, I mean, the 7-inch props, if they made one for it, Adam, I might try it. But I would prefer not to run 7-inch props on those. So you just got to be really careful when you're stripping these wires, especially if you're working really close or working with snips. If you are not comfortable with snips, they have plenty of other wire snippers or wire strippers out there that you could buy. You should be very careful, especially on these ones, because it's such a small wire. I've already cut it to be 1 inch. If it is any less than 1 inch, it's going to become very, very hard to work with. So I don't even know if it's worth it, like I said, to keep the amps on there, or should I put it on the build? What do you say, Adam? Do you think I should just put it on the build area, or does it really... I mean, the amps you can really only see at 7 amps still. It is at 3.7. So, I mean, I can talk about it too. It doesn't matter. Got nothing else to do. Either way, I was going to upgrade these motors. So I thought I might as well share it with the community. Let you guys kind of know my thoughts as to why I got these motors. Because there's so many different motor sizes, KVs. Sometimes people don't even know where to start. So I think I chose a really good performer. I got the 36,000 kV unit, and it should be a good, stable flyer. That was the problem. I felt like I was having to use the throttle a lot with the 1106 motors. So it just was not fun to fly. You could see it in the video kind of going up and down. So the build area, I'll just keep this on myself so I can just let you guys know. Let's see. Thing wasn't awkward. There we go. You guys can kind of see the prizes then too over there. But so all I'm doing right now is I'm just actually stripping down the motor wires so that they are prepared, and then what I'll do is I'll just solder them right to the connectors, and then I'll just use a little piece of electrical tape. I would normally use heat shrink, but since the motor wires don't really have much room, if I put heat shrink on there, it will shrink instantly. So I will just have to use what I got. Electrical tape should be plenty fine. The connections are only going to be a couple centimeters. So we are at 6.3 amps. Oh, just finished on us. That was 5.9 watt hours. So that actually pulled more than the other one. So far the Apexes are in the lead over the full series or full sends by at least 0.1 to 0.2, which still could be in margin, I guess, of battery margin error. So this was 5.9 watt hours, which is good. At least it's consistent across the board right now so far. So let's go ahead and throw the next one on, and it's going to be the CNHL's 70Cs. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, here we go, CNHL, and then back at it. There we go, started. Yeah, this one I cut the wires a little bit short, so I just gotta be really, really careful that I don't snip a wire. Yeah, I'm sad the temperature is starting to go up here in Arizona, so soon it's gonna have to be indoor flying. 18,000 kilo, nice. Nice. Is that what you're working on today, TJ? Are you working on replacing the motors? 6.4 amps, 7 amps, and it's down at 3.98. So it does look like it's actually maintaining voltage better. It's not sagging as much as the other one, and it's still about the same, 7 amps. That's what it looks like it goes up to, even with, yeah, it's got to be some sort of curve when it's discharging. But it's discharging at 109 watts, 7 amps, and it's at 3.92 a cell. It's doing pretty good. Let's get the helping hands out here and solder these bad boys up. Where are my helping hands? That might help. If I knew where my helping hands, that might help. Camera and canopy. What camera did you go with? Alright, 1 second. Let me go grab my helping hands. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Still going at 7 amps strong, 3.67, 4.2 watt hours. So I wonder if these are going to outperform the Apex series. We'll see. Alright, I got the helping hands here. Let's go ahead and start getting some motors attached. Some things tinned up, some motors attached, and wires taken care of. There is the actual thing. Yeah, my favorite go-to camera TJ right now is the Predator 5, the Nano. That's what I got in most of my, or all of my race builds, is the Nano 5. What we'll actually do is we'll bring it from both ways, make it easier. Did you end up breaking your canopy, or did you just change the canopy for a different design or a stronger canopy? That one's still discharging. It is about 3.5 a cell, 5.8 watt hours. So it looks like it's about the same right now. Oh, stops. 5.8. It's exactly the same. So I'll do the next one real quick. Damn it, did I not turn that again? I didn't turn it. Let's get some of this motors. I want to get this done. There we go. Let's throw that one down there. Let's get these motors knocked out. Let's get the solder gun out. Solder gun out. Let's throw this on. And now it's heating up. Let's get the fan on. Get some of these motors soldered. Oh, there we go. It is heating up. Still discharging at 7 amps. Okay. Let's get this soldered up. There we go. Still holding 7 amps, 3.81 volts. It's still at 3 volts. That one's holding pretty strong too as well. Seemed like the CNHLs and the Apexes definitely start off a lot stronger than the full sends. But it seems like in regards to capacity, they're all right around the same right now at least. Let's go ahead and start soldering the motor wires up, and then we can end up plopping these motors back in. End up tinning all the wires real quick. There we go. What I'll do too is I'll just knock out some motors real quick and knock out all the tinning of the motors. TJ, when you get a second, let me know what camera you're using. I'd be very interested to see if it is the Foxer Predator 5. This is at 3.65, 4.8 watt hours. So this one's almost done too. Holding at 7 amps, 100 watts. The BI from Newbie. Yeah, check that one out. I wasn't really impressed with the Beta's FPVs. I think it's a Beta FPV camera. Hold on one sec, I'll check. But the camera that came with the... And I don't know if it's the camera or the VTX, but you get a really... Yeah, it is a Beta FPV camera. But you get like a really weird heat distortion. And I don't know if that's from the... If it's from the actual camera itself, or if it's from the VTX. So I'm still interested in that, changing out the VTX and trying that out, and as well as putting another Nano 5 Predator on that as well. Because I just love the clarity of the camera. The camera looks good until you're about 100 feet away with this Beta FPV. One last motor to solder up. Oh, I forgot to strip one of these. And the battery test ended at 5.9. So yeah, it seems like all these batteries are right at the 5.9, 5.8 mark in regards to watt hours, which I mean, they're extremely small. And this is not scientific whatsoever. So what I'm going to do is I'm not even going to test the next CNHL. We're going to go on to the high voltages now and see kind of how those go and bring those down to 3.5. Those should actually be better, but we'll see. See how they actually maintain. So CNHL, that was 5.8, 5.9. It's not bad. They actually maintain pretty good. Let's go ahead and skip that and go right to the high voltage Apexes, 450s. Ah, there we go. There we go. Start that one. Let's see. Like I said, these are the high voltage. They're running at 435. So let's see how those maintain. Got this other one on here. What's up, Cream? How you doing, brother? Glad you're able to tune in, man. Just changing out some motors on my Cinewoop, as well as doing some battery testing. High voltage is at 6 amps right now and is at 4.1. We're almost at 7 amps, which is where it will stop at 7 amps, and it is at 4.07. So it does look like it is holding the voltage, but I mean, I expect it is a high voltage. So it's not going to sag as much, but at the end it should dump off right away at the last couple volts. So that's at 3.99 at 7 amps. Good, man. I'm glad you had a good time with the kids, brother. It's always a good time, man. It's important. Alright, so all the motors are tinned. Let's go ahead and start throwing these wires in as well and getting these tinned. And then it's just as simple as snapping these on, taping them up, and I'll be done. So not too much more to go. This one's maintaining 7 amps at 3.9 volts. So it is doing pretty good. It is at 2.1 watt hours, and these are right around the same watt hours there at 6.84 watt hours. So we will see. Let's see what we get with it. Let's get this guy up. Perfect. Super excited about that, Cream. Is that a stream that you're going to be coming on, brother? That'd be super awesome if that was. What I was looking at doing too is I was looking at get one of those mobile VTXs that we can hook up so that we can live stream our flights in the field. I thought that'd be pretty cool. awesome, man. And sometimes I get lonely and it gets quiet in these streams. I was saying I just gotta start playing some music. But then the problem with playing music, I gotta do non-copyrighted music. But it's not a problem. There's tons of non-copyrighted great music out there. So I think next time I'll put some music on and do something for the next build. But try and do a little bit something different for each build in the videos. So right now it's at 3.6 and at 5.9 watt hours. So it's definitely getting more watt hours. It's going to go down, but that's just because of the higher voltage. But pushing that higher voltage, if you're able to have less sag in the beginning, it will be a lot nicer to run that battery overall. So the high voltage may be where I'm thinking. So 6.4 watt hours, now it's dropping off 3.44. So it did really sag. Looks like 6.4 is right where it's about to stop here shortly in a second. And then we got up there it goes 6.4. Yep, right where it stops. Alright, so all that's tinned up. Let's go ahead and change the battery out to the next high voltage battery. Get all the motor soldered up, and then we'll move on to the 650s, and then we're pretty much done for the night. 1 minute. So like I said, that was 6.4 watt hours. So that's definitely a lot better. And that was the Apex 650 high or 450 high voltage. For anybody who's ever tracking there back at home, 6.4 watt hours. So that was definitely a much higher output compared to the 5.8 and 5.9 watt hours. And that's just because of the actual increase in voltage. So the other one, this is the same battery, same voltage. So we'll see. So, okay. Let's go ahead and get these wires soldered up here. So these need to go in the board like this. Upside down? Yep, upside down. Okay. So we're going to put them like this. Should be the easiest. Like I said, normally I don't use electrical tape. I like to use heat shrink. But the motor wire is too small, so if I end up using the heat shrink, it will actually shrink before I can actually get a good connection. So all I'm pretty much doing is just doing a really, really fine piece of electrical tape. You can just wrap it up. So, not the preferred method. I would rather use heat shrink, but it is what it is. Sometimes you gotta make sacrifices. Yeah, brother, that'd be awesome, man. Yeah, either I can bring you in on the phone or I can bring you in on the camera. Okay, yeah. There we go. Anybody got any exciting plans for the weekend? I know with everything going on, there's probably not much plans for this weekend. Oh, perfect. Go to the next one. Oh, sorry. Let's move on to the next. Yeah, that Savage Bird, man, is something else. That thing is awesome, man. You gotta check that out, TJ. Like that, make it easier for me to hold. These motors are extremely small, especially with the wires. I'm only working with like an inch to an inch and a half of wire, so it is extremely small. Important to make sure I got a good connection there. There we go, nice. Yeah, Sunday rips, man. I'm always looking forward to them. It's starting to warm up though, so I know the Sunday rips are going to start to get a little bit shorter here shortly with all the temperature rising. But we should have a couple more good weeks of ripping. Yeah, I really wish these motors would be plug and play. It would have been a lot simpler. Wouldn't even have been a video. But it is what it is. I'm almost done with this one. Knock out the other three real quick. So that thing dropped down to, that thing's pulling 6.7 watt hours. And it just stopped. So significantly more watt hours were pulled out of the Apex's high voltage, 6.4 and then 6.7. But looking over at the discharger though, it did go down to like 3.4, 3.3, so it did go down a lot more at the end there. It's probably why I got the extra watt hours that it did. So, interesting. Let's do this on. And then we'll go out there and change those last two out, or change it to the 650s now. And we're on the last three motors. Oh, this one doesn't have any solder on it. Let's stop that. There we go. Perfect. I need my small tweezers for that. Where are my tweezers at? There they are. So if you guys weren't with us before, all the giveaway information is in the actual video description. You don't need to enter or subscribe at all. All you need to do is fill out the first question, which is just asking for your email address information, as well as the prizes that you'd like to win in the order that you'd like to win in. So it really doesn't have much information you need to fill out. Just that bottom section, or just that first question, just fill out. And then after that, you're entered. So there is other options that you can do on the actual subscription page or the giveaway page. It is up to you entirely. It will give you more options to win, but it is up to you entirely if you would like to do that. Yeah, I really wish I didn't have to use electrical tape for this, and I did. Either it was more plug and play, but it does look a little bit janky. Luckily the motors are kind of hidden and you won't see the motors, so that will be a little bit better, I guess. The motors aren't sticking out, but still not a fan of it. It will work, but still not a fan of the actual placement of these wires and everything. But here's what it is. Let's go ahead and throw on the 650 batteries, finish off the last three motors. We're going to start out with the high voltage GNBs and see how those do. These are the 650s, so they should take a little longer. I'm going to do it at the same 10 amps and see if it even gets down to 10 amps or even up to 10 amps. First motor done. Let's move on. See the chat. I have not been talking with you guys. My apologies. Of course, Cream, you're more than welcome, man. Anybody can enter the giveaway. Anybody that shows support. Anybody that's in the FPV community. There is no support, anything. If you want to enter, you are more than welcome to, brother. What time are you talking about early, though? Because my early is like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm definitely down for hitting it up early. I've always liked to get up early and rip. But the only problem with that, though, is people don't like ripping around 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. So at that point, then, it's people that are probably going to be more mad at us ripping that early than anything else. But it means we'll just have to do some more whoop races, do some more indoor racing. Just a couple months too, it's really not that big of a deal, and then we'll be back at it. Perfect, this motor's almost done. How's everyone's day go? Cream, did you have a good day? I know your kids, every day with your kids, I bet you was an awesome day though. I always enjoy spending time with my little one. Especially now more than ever, I mean with everything going on. It's really just important to make sure that the people that you love know that you love them. And there's a lot of stuff going on in the world for everything, not just with COVID, but stock markets are crazy. Presidential election just went through. So, a lot of stuff going on. It's important to also remember that we will eventually get through. So, just kind of keep pushing. 5 people. Okay, I got some people in here now. That's not too bad. Almost done here working on the second motor. Okay, day at work. And it would have been nice to rip, brother, but it is what it is. And actually my car ignition actually ended up breaking today, and I ended up having to fix it, so I wouldn't even have made it out the door at the time that I wanted to meet up with you because my car's ignition. So kind of stinks, but at least I got that sorted out, so now my car's good for this weekend. And then I can still rip. Probably do some racing tomorrow if you're free tomorrow, brother. I would like to make it out to a park and do some racing. I got most of my batteries charged up. This one is at 5.9 watt hours at 3.6 volts. And yeah, it's right at 7 amps. So that's really weird that this one, it's not bringing up the amps at all anymore since that upgrade. So it's very strange. It must have some sort of algorithm when it's discharging. Not really sure. But we are at 7 amps and it is at 3.6 volts. So it is holding pretty good. And it has 6.5 watt hours. So, of course, 650s definitely have more watt hours, bigger batteries. So those are ones, like I said, I will be using on the actual Cinewoop. That will be my go-to. Oops. Especially using the bigger motors, even though I'm only going up a couple grams in the motors. I think it was in total, I think it's like 6 or 7 grams in total, so it's really not much. In total, I think it's like I said, 6 or 7 grams increase for 4 motors. That's really nothing. Should be a really good trade-off. Should help really good with throttle response. Should have a lot more pep. Not get really blown around by the wind. Well, we'll get blown around by the wind because it's just super light. Like I said, it's 187 grams. 187 grams. But the footage is absolutely amazing. So I'm going to try to hopefully finish up some footage this weekend and get some footage. Cream, who won the joke contest? Oh yeah, very interesting. You know, that was coming to an end. So that ended, and that is at 8.4 watt hours. And those batteries were rated at 9.9, pretty much 10 watt hours. So I got 8.4, so that is a pretty good, significant increase. So yeah, running those batteries are going to be very, very helpful. Increase the fly time for about 30 seconds or so, and then won't have as much voltage sag from running the bigger motors. So it should be a good trade-off to run the frame has plenty of room. Realistically, I think this drone should have had bigger motors right off the bat out of the factory, but does anybody else have a Beta 95? One of the new ones? No, there it is. I got 6 people. Nice. Like I said, we're coming almost to the end. I only got one more motor. I'm not going to bore you with hooking up the motors. We're just going to plop the last battery on, finish the last motor. We're going to throw the R line on real quick and see kind of how that performs compared to the other ones. Ah, the last, come on. This cable's really weird the way it's going. Throw the R line on there, see how that performs. And then we'll do the live giveaway after I finish the last motor. And that will be it. So let's go ahead and finish this one up. And it's 8.4 watt hours. That looked pretty good. I can take this one. 85X. What's up, Peter? How you doing, brother? How's that wasp build coming out? Frame, it looks like a gorgeous frame. Everybody should go check out BetaFPV. He's got some great content. He just did a giveaway too as well for a newbie drone toolkit, and that one just ended. So I imagine there's probably gonna be another one eventually around the corner. So you guys want to go check out BetaFPV as well as Cream FPV. Both great friends of mine. I rip with both of them on the weekends. One of them lives a little more south, so a little closer to me. We rip sometimes on the weekdays at the park. Let's go throw this R-Line 650, this 95C. Let's get it started, and we'll see. One more motor to solder up. Then we'll do this live giveaway real quick for these couple items that are in the front right here, which is the frame. 2.5 to 3 inch frame, and then a customized parts tray, as well as 2 whoa, wow, I can't even think about what they are, straps. So like I said, it'll be free. Anybody who wants them, we'll choose a number here. Haven't started the build. I know you were talking about possibly doing it before your mini Apex build, because you got a mini Apex build coming along the corner, or coming around the corner too. Perfect. Let's get this last motor all soldered up. And then we'll get to this giveaway. We'll talk about the other giveaway for anybody who's in here that didn't hear the information. All the giveaway information is in the video description. You don't need to subscribe to anything. All you got to do is fill out the first question, which is just asking you what item you would like to win in which order, as well as enter your email account so that I can contact you if you are the winner. So like I said, there is no subscription required. Anybody is allowed to enter into it. Mom, dad, uncle, anybody you know is able to enter into it. So good luck. There is other options to enter in. It will show you all that information, all of the terms and conditions, all of that is in there. If you have any questions, any issues, please let me know. But it should be a rather simple process. Should be a rather simple process. I went through, I forgot the name of the company, but it's just some company that does YouTube giveaways for their platforms. Thought it'd be easier to use that rather than having to track all that information myself. So it seems a little more professional. Hopefully it's easy for you guys to enter in. Like I said, thank you guys, just giving back to the community for help showing the support. We are finishing up. We're almost on the last motor wire. And we're going to see if anybody wants to win these items out here up front. If anybody is interested. Go ahead and put I in the chat and we'll do the giveaway. If not, then I guess we'll just skip the giveaway if anybody's not interested in the parts tray or the frame. Let's throw this last one on. That one is at 3.2 watt-hours, so it is discharging pretty good. Go ahead and throw this last motor wire on. That should be that. Infamous TJ Adam. Alright. People want it. Alright, we'll do it. Parts tray is nice. It does have the magnetic bottom on it, so your screws will stick right to it, which is really, really nice. As well as, like I said, there are two straps. I believe they are 200 millimeter or 250 millimeters. And I may be wrong. Like I said, they're just given away for free. Get your information. Connect with me on Facebook after this if you're the winner, and I will get you that information, or I will get your shipping information and send that out to you as well. So we got the motors done. Let's go ahead and clean up here. This last one's finishing up. 7 people in here. So if you just joined me, like I said, the giveaway information's in the link below. If you want to check that out, all you got to do is fill out the actual first item or first question. You don't have to fill out anything else. It is all extra for that. Feel free to do them if you'd like. Your support is greatly appreciated. We'll just come into the end. We just do a recap. So it looks like the battery testing, the high voltage ones are definitely ones I'm going to be sticking with, the Apexes. CNHLs weigh a lot more, and they came out with the same watt hour, so I most likely won't be using the CNHL. I would use the full sends over the Apexes, or the full sends over the CNHL just due to the weight. But other than that, the high voltage is definitely the way to go for these series, or definitely the way to go for the Cinewhoops, at least in my opinion, for what I'm seeing here. And then the 650 size. So the R line right now, let's see where it's still at. Oh man, don't tell me it messed. So it hasn't messed up all day, and it might have messed up. Don't tell me. No. Okay, it's not displaying any information. So R line, I'll have to test and get back on it. It was rated at 95C. So it'd be pretty interesting to see if it would come out right around the 8.4 or even higher than the 8.5 watt hours. So I'll have to put down to test that again, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead. Don't have to worry about it. And there he goes. It stops when it did that. It is what it is. Alright, let's go ahead and do this giveaway. We're going to do a number between 1 and 10. The first person to choose a number, I'm going to choose a number now in my head. Go ahead and you guys can start choosing a number between 1 and 10. The first person that chooses the right number will get the parts tray and strap. So if you don't want the parts tray and strap, don't guess. Parts tray and straps, numbers 1 through 10. First person to get it will get the tray and the straps. And you can If nobody has entered in and it still hasn't been chosen, you can enter again. If I have not said it. Don't just spam. Where the heck is my 1mm? My 1.5? Yeah. Darn, I lost it. There it is. Nobody's gonna guess another number? There you go, Infamous. You got it, brother. So hit me up on Facebook, man. I will send you out the parts tray and the strap set. So just let me know, brother. Hit me up on Facebook, Kevin Marshall, and I will get you that over. Just send me over your shipping information, and I will send that out first thing. So now let's go ahead and we'll go on to the frame. Let's do a number between 1 and 20. Go ahead and you can start guessing a number. Like I said, I think this is a 2.5 inch or it's a 3-inch frame. It looks like a 3-inch frame. It is bigger than a 2.5 inch. It doesn't come with any hardware. The frame, like I said, I think it's a 2.5 or 3-inch frame. So that is the frame right here. Like I said, if the chat seems dead, go ahead and dump another number in there if I haven't said it yet. Nope, there you go, TJ. There you go. Is that the first 11? Yep. There you go, brother TJ. Hit me up in the comments, send me your shipping information, and I will get this out to you as well, brother. Awesome. So hopefully you enjoy that, TJ. TJ just hit me up. I think I added you. Yeah, I did add you as a friend today. Hit me up on Facebook with your shipping information. I'll get that frame shipped out to you on Monday. As well as Infamous. Hit me up. I will get you this parts tray out as well as the 2 straps, brother, okay? So, TJ, make a video for me once you build the actual build. I would like to see it. That'd be super, super cool. And like the one thing I said, for anybody that's just joining, I am about to jump off here shortly. You guys can jump in. I'll stand for a couple more minutes while I'm attaching these motors. If you look at the video description, you will see the link to the giveaway. You only need to fill out the first portion of the giveaway. You do not need to fill out anything else after the first question. So you do not need to subscribe. All you need to do is just enter the information for what prizes you'd like to win. This is a huge giveaway or a give back to the FPV community, and I just wanted to make sure that anybody has the ability to participate. So TJ, let me know your information. I'll get that out to you Monday, like I said, as well as Infamous. Let me know, and then send me information in regards to once you actually get it. Tag me in a post just to let me know that you got it. That'd be awesome. 8 people. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So I'm hoping to grow this, become more of a series. Bring a lot of guests on, do some live builds, some build-off competitions. I know I have a couple builds coming up. We have some Cream FPV created a 4.8 inch frame around the HQ props, and I'm going to be doing a build on that with him. I think we'll be doing a dual build as well as BetaFPV. So it should be super awesome. Me and Peter, I think Peter will be building a freestyle drone, a FedEx drone, and then I think I'll be building a race drone for that one. So that's what's up. Throwing the DVR in tonight, just ordered tracer. Nice, brother. Or you ordered more tracer, nice. Oh no, it's Anthony. Oh, nice, Anthony. Yeah, with 9 people right when it's ending, of course. Well, Bot Grinder was going tonight too, so it's really hard to really find a time for a stream because, I mean, they're pretty much all taken. So, gotta kind of figure out what works best for everybody, what works best for the time zones. But it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, people can come back and watch it later. Like I said, it's a huge giveaway. Whoever's missing out or whoever's not watching is just missing out. So if you guys know any FPV friends, feel free to tag them in my Facebook post for this. I will also post the giveaway link on my Facebook here shortly after this. So you can as well, then you can just reshare that to any of your friends. Feel free to tag any friends that you want. Like I said, anybody is free to enter. Should be interesting to give a lot of things back to FPV community and kind of interact with you guys and see kind of what projects you guys put these things into. That'd be really cool. Finishing up the last motor here, and then I'll be dropping off, and I will just be chilling for the rest of my night and just relaxing, getting. Are we still down for flying Saturday, Peter? Let's use the other motors or the other screws, which are in this one. Alright, good. Alright, no problem, Infamous. I'll make sure to get that out to you Monday morning. And I'll send you the tracking information. If it does have tracking, it should have tracking on it. But I'll make sure to get you that information. Enjoy the parts tray, as well as these straps. They are leather straps. I don't know if they're Kevlar straps, but they are rubber, or they are leather straps. They will help hold your battery. Ah, perfect. Last screw. And then I'll be jumping off here. "10 minutes behind." Damn. These motors do look really good in this frame, so I am super excited to be. Are these law motors, sliders? Yeah, okay. So, here they are. Let's see what it looks like. They look pretty good. Orange. So I got your information, TJ, as well as Infamous. I'll get all that sent out to you guys. Thank you guys for joining along, or joining today. I'll get that information out to you. And then these 1106 motors that I barely use. I think I put 2 packs through them. They're Betaflight FPV. These are 3800 kV motors. I'll probably give these away to somebody next time. It is a set of 4. So other than that, long range. Well, Adam is going to be out this weekend, I think. Nice, Peter. I think Adam is going to be out this weekend, so I don't know if we're going to really do long range this weekend. We could hit up business parks, whatever. Thank you, Peter. super excited about getting that done. But yeah, so I don't know if we're going to do any long range this week. I think maybe we'll just hit up some business parks or whatever. I'm really down with whatever. I was just excited to try out the plane and the long range system, but that is not good to go yet. So that will be postponed for a little bit. But it is what it is. So like I said, each stream, I'll try to make it a little bit better. I'm trying to do things a little bit different each stream. I added some things. I'll try to make some more interactive stuff. There's some games I found on. I'm out this weekend and next long range. Long range in 2 weeks. Yep. So I was correct. So there's other things that I'm trying to do with this. There's some like stream battles that you can do back and forth for the actual watchers, which look pretty interesting. So I'll be trying to change it up a little bit each show and make it a little bit different. Right now I'm kind of just building it up and figuring out where to go from here. So thank you guys for joining along. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the giveaway there. Like I said, for the giveaway here, make sure to check out the link, enter all your information under the first option under the answer question for the items you'd like to win, as well as your email account, and then from there you don't need to do anything else. So other than that, heck yeah, business parks, heck yeah. So other than that, hopefully you guys have a great rest of your Friday. Thank you for tuning in. Dab time. Thank you for tuning in, and you guys have a great rest of your Friday.